Dear Father, Mother God, we thank you for allowing us to be channels of light, love, and healing. We ask that all energy that flows through Hannah and myself be grounded in Mother Earth today, for she, in fact, is the living healer. We call on our guides and our angels to speak through us now. Thank you, Mother, Father, God, all that is. Good morning, Hannah. It's so good to be back in Sedona. Okay, Robert and I were away. We went to Pittsburgh to see his mom for her 99th birthday. And anyway, it was a good trip, but I'm happy to be back. It's the energy here is so different. Yeah.
Happy to have you back.
Yeah. And so, tell us about citrine, because we have some beautiful citrine pieces.
We really do. We have such a variety of them, but we wanted to feature citrine today because of the properties of joy, bliss, happiness, abundance, creativity, all of the wonderful things to kind of cultivate and bring into your life.
Abundance. If you want more abundance in your life, you need to have one of these.
Oh, yes.
In your money corner. Okay.
Citrine comes from a French word citron, which is where it originates from. It is a very durable stone for not only working with in meditation, prosperity rituals, and crystal gritting. It's on the hardness level of 7, so it's pretty durable as well for jewelry, for everyday use. That way it's not super fragile like other stones. And as mentioned from Anita, it is the merchant stone. It's all about attracting abundance, wealth, anything in the monetary financial realm. And it's a really lovely stone that's a self-sustaining, self-generating crystal, meaning it does not need to be cleansed or charged ever, which is pretty cool. You'll see on the whole spread, they range from super clear pieces to darker, more opaque, and different tones of that beautiful golden variation of yellow. And that comes from the locations that they come from as well.
Yeah. This is a really nice citrine bracelet. If you're going to Las Vegas, you want to have one of these on. Okay. But yeah, people do ask, they're on their way to Las Vegas. I go, take some citrine with you. Yeah.
And with that being said, the stone, to get the full benefit, I love that you put on the left hand. I like to say that the left side of your body is the feminine side and the receiving. We want to receive the spiritual abundance to ourselves. The opposite side is our masculine, which is the right to release. I like to say if you're working on a new project, endeavor, put it on the right hand to release the abundant properties into what you're working on in your practices.
Good to know. Okay, I didn't realize that.
And citrine is a really fun stone, like we talked about, comes in multiple variations of colors, including ones from Brazil and the others from the Congo. They even come in a smoky variation as well, where they still have that beautiful yellow hue to them, but it's a little bit more gray, smoky-ish. And citrine is a really fun one that runs in veins with rutile. So you get variations of gold, silver, copper, which is going to intensify that merchant abundant property to the stones.
Yeah, and take a look at this, Robert. Isn't this gorgeous? I had to put on this on this morning, even though it's a little much with my outfit, but it is so gorgeous.
Breathtaking.
Yeah.
And citrine is going to target the solar plexus. So you'll notice that beautiful yellow color that's in the same frequency. So the solar plexus is also the powerhouse of creativity, knowing, like gut intuition. So especially if you're doing abundant rituals and manifestation, it's really great to tap into that clairsentient gut feeling to know what's aligning people, places, thing, investments, cultivated by the citrine. And I really love this piece. We actually just picked that out in Tucson. This is part of our 50% off sale. Absolutely stellar quality citrines.
And look at this bracelet. It kind of goes with it, but you can even see it better here.
And because of the manifestive properties to it, what I love about citrine is it also taps into yin and yang energy. The masculine, feminine, as we talked about, but also manifestation, goal setting, whether it's short and long term, bringing it into fruition, but also having the confidence, joy, bliss to kind of ride the wave of letting things kind of attract to you instead of chasing them. Very, very gorgeous stone. And we also have a variety of rings, including just our normal silver.
And these are some yarn rings, correct?
You have to show those.
Oh, yeah. Well, that one doesn't fit there, but...
I do know, Anita, this is the most recent piece of citrine that you've picked.
Oh, yeah.
That one is just
this one
so
I had on
much
yesterday.
fun.
I had this on yesterday. It is so amazing.
Absolutely
And
beautiful.
it's rough, but it's not rough. It's still very shiny, but it's in its natural form. It hasn't been polished.
Absolutely gorgeous. And then with citrine as well, you also can use it not only in the crystal gridding, but we like to do a lot of abundance kind of manifestation around here. We actually like keeping a couple pieces of citrine underneath our registers, so it's really great for businesses to bring in that prosperity. We also have incense that we keep a couple pieces of citrine underneath to also bring in that frequency to those tools. And I always hear people, they love keeping it in like their safes or anything where personal property and abundance is, to kind of store that vibration of attracting to them and their homes. But as mentioned with the feng shui, it is a great one to place in the home for prosperity. I believe traditionally it's the east corner of the home in Chinese feng shui for prosperity.
Oh, tell me about this piece.
So this is another yan piece.
It's so clear.
It has the most beautiful clarity and the color saturation that we classically look for in citrine. And this particular piece, he does what's called a mirror cut. So he etches only one side of the underneath and it kind of mirrors on the other side. And it has diopside set on the side settings, which is pretty cool. It bounces off that yellow gold tone.
Yeah, and of course, Jan's pieces are all original, one of a kind. Yeah, he gets bored doing the same thing. So he really makes sure they're all unique.
And with the citrine, we've also been trying to expand some of our gold line with it as well. So there's a couple smaller pieces we have in center that really bounce off of the yellow tones of the citrine. But classically, Jan is our go-to artist with those two-tone metals. And the one piece I really, really wanted to feature as well is this one. It's more of the rutile pieces.
Oh yeah, that's gorgeous.
But this one has the most wonderful quality of the gold, which is also going to amplify the releasal of obstacles and manifesting the properties of bringing in.
Really beautiful.
And I believe, wouldn't these be part of our tariff sale that we're going on?
Absolutely. Our tariff sale, it's funny. Whether you like tariffs or you don't like tariffs, we don't care, because we're going to give you 10% off on everything. On almost everything in the store, over a certain amount, right? And that doesn't mean we don't have 20%, 30%, and 50% off, because we also have that. But we just want to make sure that this, we don't want to get stuck in the effecting of the tariff thing. Some of our suppliers have said they're raising their prices because of the tariffs, but nobody really knows what's going on with that. Okay, so we're not raising anything. We're just taking it off.
Yeah. We want to have readily available tools for your spiritual practice to help the collective, for manifestation. In turn, it's betterment for all. And I love that we're able to lower some of our prices to be able to make them readily available at your fingertips.
Yeah, and our prices are really good. You want to compare apples and oranges, or you don't, right? Sometimes you might find something that's cheaper, but it might not be the same quality. So quality is really important to us.
Yes.
And our citrine is of the highest quality. And so, but our prices are still really, really good. So whenever you're in Sedona, come and check us out first, and then we'll point you in the right direction. Okay. And if you're coming this week, well, it's pretty nice here.
The rain has passed.
Yeah, the rain is past. It's just beautiful. So, and especially if you're looking to create more abundance in your life, you might want to pick up a couple pieces of citrine. Have a great week out there, and our astrologer, well, we're still going to have your horoscope this week, but it might be a different astrologer because our astrologer is Merriman, and she's been hospitalized, but she's good. She's very good. She's healing perfectly, and she'll be back in no time.